Hello and welcome to another episode of the NBA 2K podcast. I am your host, Rib. And in this episode, I'm going to go over some talks to do with SBMM, or alternatively known as skill-based matchmaking. It seems to be kind of a hot topic right now in the 2K community, which is rare. That's not something we usually talk about in here. And also some other interesting things that I've been reading about. So what is skill-based matchmaking? We can start with that. So skill-based matchmaking is supposed to put people of your own skill level as the people that you play against. And there is some type of skill-based matchmaking going on right now, and I think it has to do with the plates, with the colored plates. I noticed that if, for example, you have a bronze, a gold, and a red plate, you're likely to face a bronze, a gold, and a red plate, or like maybe 3 golds or something like that. Or it's pretty balanced. I haven't had a game where it doesn't look like the plates are matching. Specifically talking about the plates, I'm thinking about games that I've had just earlier today, and I can recall having a bronze, a gold, and a red on my team, and we faced the exact same plate colors. It's not completely accurate. I feel like there's some games where if I look back, maybe it's like 3 bronzes against like 2 golds in the bronze. Like I've had that happen as well. But my point is, there are people that believe skill-based matchmaking is here, and some people are happy with that and some people are not. Basically, the people that enjoy it are people that, can't play enough to get really good at the game, so they're at a casual level, and they don't want to face people that play the game 20 hours a day. And with SBMM, it helps with that in mind. But the counter argument to that is that people that play 20 hours a day will only play against other people that play 20 hours a day. And some people are upset with that. But the only point that I can kind of understand with that mentality is there's actually people that have been waiting in queues for games for maybe too long that can't find a game because they're like so high ranked that it's not possible to find similarly skilled people to rank against. So in that aspect, I understand if you're just sitting there and you can't find a game. I get that point. But other than that, I think this is the way it should be. Now, it does make a lot of people upset, but I think in general, most people are happy with this. And I want to know what you think. If you're listening to this for the first time and you're wondering, hey, why do I keep facing so-and-so type of person in 2K? Well, now you know. I don't think 2K has come out and actually said, oh yes, we added skill-based matchmaking in the game. I don't think they've said that word for word. But there's an assumption going on. And in my experience, I believe the game is matching plates against plates of the same level. So it is looking at your skill level plate as a way to match you in games. I've noticed that. So I'm going to leave that at that. And then briefly talk about how NBA 2K25 is going on PC. I know I have a lot of PC listeners, and the 2K community on PC is massive. And there's already screenshots of people cheating with maxed every attribute. There's a screenshot of it going around in the NBA 2K subreddit where somebody has a 110 three-pointer, 110 driving dunk, and so on. So, also their build name is like completely modded, and anyway, look, yeah, 2K is gonna need something more serious than just a de novo anti-temper for cheat engines to go away, because cheat engines have been around a long time, and I'm pretty sure from 2K to 2K they don't need to change much to be able to access the game files that they need to change their stats and whatever else. So if 2K wants to be serious about maybe one day doing a full crossplay with PC and stopping cheats altogether, or most cheats altogether on PC, they're going to need not just de novo, but other anti-cheat programs, software. Maybe people have to sign into 2K, like the 2K website. There's going to be a lot of steps. There's going to have to be a lot of steps if this is a priority for 2K. As of right now, it doesn't seem like there is a priority. De novo is nice that they added that, but again, it's only been a few days and we're already seeing maxed, not even maxed. We're talking about over the max stat people, like they're cheating the attributes to go way over the cap. So that's that on that point. Now I wanted to shout out to Pay the Boardman on Reddit. Very active member of our community in the NBA 2K subreddit. He released a video titled, "Want to practice your shot in my court with online latency? Click on one of your 2K friends' names and click connect to server. This will make your practice much closer to real game timing." So if you're wondering about how to practice with latency in NBA 2K25, this is what you need to do. So you go to my court, you go to your 2K friend's name. When you click on it, there should be an option to click connect to server, and you can do that. And then you can just take your shots up. Last year, you'd have to go to the Gatorade facility. I think that would be the only way to actually practice with latency. And yeah, this year, there you go. You can connect to your friend's server, and I guess that's a way to do it. It's not confirmed by 2K. It's not confirmed. I guess you test it out and see for yourself if it changes your latency or not. But I do think it works. You know what? I think I'll put the Gamer Saloon ad right here. Hey 2K community, are you a competitive player who likes money? Prove it on Gamer Saloon, the ultimate arena for NBA 2K players. Whether you're a pro or just starting out, Gamer Saloon lets you challenge players from around the world and win real cash prizes. So no more playing 1v1s to brag about it. Now you can get paid for winning. Gamer Saloon offers a seamless platform with various tournaments and head-to-head matches, perfect for every level of player. Listeners of the NBA 2K podcast can sign up today at gamersaloon.com/ribpodcast. All one word, gamersaloon.com/ribpodcast. Link in the description. Okay, so now this one is a bit more in depth, this topic. And the title of this post is, "At what point do you blame yourself?" And I'm going to read what's stated here because I think a lot of people can relate in one way or another, and it's not too long of a read. "Is it the game that's making steals easier, or is it just bad passing from you? If we ever want this game to evolve, we have to evolve with it. The game is like 4 days old. Did you think at any point you would be not as good as this 2K, as the developer's job is to create a challenge for the gamers? don't want so many turnovers, maybe ball handling should go up. Maybe you shouldn't pass across the entire court every play. Maybe you need higher pass act. You're getting 5 turnovers a game because you suck, period. Stop asking them to change the game. You need to change yourself if you have an old dog mindset. 2K, keep doing you. I really enjoy this new game. So, top comment is there are definitely bad passers, but that also doesn't mean the steals aren't outrageous. There's plenty of clips of people literally teleporting 10 feet to catch a pass, going straight at what was an open man. So, yeah, I'm neutral on this. I'm of the same belief that some of those turnovers are definitely the passer's fault, and some of those are just the game is way too tuned up in some ways. And I'll explain some of the ways that I've personally been a part of noticing that the game is definitely a little. I don't want to say broken, but so for example, somebody with the high driving dunk will be cutting to the basket to dunk. Me with my 73 steal, I can keep up with the person driving to the basket, regardless of their size, and I can do what I'm calling a chase down strip or a chase down steal, basically. And in some ways, when I do these chase down animations where I'm slapping the ball of the person dribbling the ball to go up for a dunk, I'm slapping it and it's a steal. Some of these animations, my character is completely sliding to match the speed of the driving player with the ball. So in that aspect, no, it's not a good thing. Steals should not work that way. No. In the aspect of people throwing full court, Hail Marys and people, being able to do these crazy animations where they catch the ball and it's a steal turnover. Look, some of those are bad passes. I think probably most of those are bad passes. And that's just rewarding good defense, right? Now, there are times where, bump steals are never going to go away, and they're pretty strong this year. And bump steals, I'm okay with bump steals because for a bump steal to work, the defender has to position themselves in a certain position that they can anticipate the ball handler to go into. So a bump steal isn't just the defender bumping into the ball handler. It's a combination of the ball handler going in the wrong direction and the defender anticipating it. Those steals I'm mostly okay with, because to me they're skill based, right? Because somebody new to the game is not going to know to do that. Somebody new to the game doesn't even know about bump steals like that. I'm just thinking, the only steals that I really have an issue with are the chase down strips that I'm getting on people. I'm catching up to people in a way that is like, is the game rewarding me for pressing a certain button at the right time, or what is going on? Because my steal is not even that high, and I'm only 6'2" on the build that I'm talking about, and yeah, it's a little confusing how I'm able to get some of the steals that I get. Passing lane steals, it's hard to it's passing lane steals is more of a case to case situation. I'm sure there's some really bad passing lane steals, but I think most of them are somebody's at fault and it's not the game in most of those situations. Unless somebody can prove me wrong, I think most of the issue with steals come from those chase down steals. Maybe I think a way that would maybe make it a little better is maybe with the 70 steal. By the way, I have clips of me doing this with the 60 steal, but maybe you need to have a higher steal to be able to do certain animations, certain steal animations, like a chase down steal. I feel like a 70 or a 60 steal might be a little too low to be able to do that. I feel like it would have to be maybe 85 plus, 90. Especially considering how expensive high steel is. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that with steals. I'm doing a lot of thinking, and I think for the most part steals are okay, but where they're not, it's really apparent where they're not, and I think maybe they can be toned down a little bit in general. The interceptor steals, the passing lane steals, maybe they can be turned down a little bit, but I'm mostly okay with everything. And I think for this episode, that's I think everything that I wanted to get through. It's more of a mention that I am paying attention to what the community is saying, and this seems like a general conversation right now that people seem to be having about skill-based matchmaking as well as defense. And I'm interested to see what 2K wants to say about this, because they haven't said anything yet about the concerns that people might have. So with that, I'm going to leave it at that, and thank you for listening, and please leave comments wherever you're listening. The feedback helps me tremendously to know what direction the podcast is going in. But thank you for listening, and I'll see you on the next one.